Ben Johnson didn't say Luther Burden has wide receiver one potential. He didn't say Luther Burden could develop into a weapon. Ben Johnson said Luther Burden is the expectation. Wide receiver one, first string, right now. And when the most creative offensive mind we've had in Chicago in decades put that kind of stamp on a second-year receiver, we need to talk about why. Because that ain't just motivation, that's a game plan. What's going on, Postal Gang? Postman 1914 here. Welcome back to Mailbox Sports. Number one in delivering Chicago Bear takes right on time and never late. Today, we are breaking down 3 reasons why Luther Burden III might literally be the missing piece to an unstoppable Bears offense in 2026. Not a good offense, not an improved offense, unstoppable. And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly why I'm saying that. Let's get into the mail. Reason number 1. Luther Burden's route efficiency is already at a historic level and defenses haven't caught up yet. Now I know some of y'all are saying, slow down Posty, he's a second-year guy. And I hear that. But here's what the data says. The reception perception charting out Burden's rookie season shows him posting historically efficient yards per route, and those numbers are not solid for a rookie, not good for a first-year player, historically efficient. That puts him in elite company before he even hits his second year. Here's why that matters in Ben Johnson's offense. This system doesn't run on raw talent. It runs on precision, motion, timing, clean releases off the line, hitting the right window at the right moment. Most receivers need 2 or 3 years to fit that mold. Burden walked right in, already built for it. When the route efficiency is already there before year 2, you're not waiting on development anymore. The ceiling reveals itself a lot faster. Drop it in the comments right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are your expectations for Luther Burden this season? I want to see where the Postal Gang is at. Reason number 2, and this is the one that should have every single Bear fan out of their seat. At OTAs, Brad Biggs, covering the team live on the ground, reported that Ben Johnson specifically laid out wide receiver 1 expectations for Luther Burden. But here's the part that caught me. The Jefferson comparison started surfacing in those conversations. Now, before you say that's a media stretch, listen. Because this ain't about talent comparison. This is about deployment. Justin Jefferson in Minnesota didn't just line up outside and run go routes. He moved all over the field. Slot, outside, stack alignments, pre-snap motion. He was a chess piece that defenses had to solve differently on every single play. And that is exactly the profile Ben Johnson is describing when he talks about Luther Burden. Alignment neutral. Creates conflict no matter where you put him. Now think about what that means for Caleb Williams. In year 2, Caleb had good pieces. He didn't have a complete toolkit. You got Rome demanding outside safety attention, DJ being DJ on the other side, Coastal and Loveland at tight end drawing linebacker stress. And this year, minus DJ, now you've got Luther Burden in the slot, Khalif Raymond, and Luther's moving pre-snap, creating conflict before the play even starts. Nah, that's not just a good offense. That's a schematic problem for every defensive coordinator in the NFC. If you're not subscribed yet, right now is the time. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Postal Gang. We deliver Bears content every week, and you do not want to miss any all season. Reason number 3, and I think this is the one people are most sleeping on. Luther Burden isn't just adding to the Bears offense. He's completing it. For 2 years, we've talked about what Caleb Williams could look like with a full arsenal. In both years, there was always something missing, a piece that wasn't quite there yet. Heading into 2026 training camp, I'm telling you, this Bears offense has arguably the most complete weapons room in the entire NFC. Not just the division, the conference. Odunze, elite outside receiver, demands safety rotation every single snap. Komet, veteran chess piece, been in big games, knows how to find the soft spot in the zone. Coastal and Loveland at tight end, a player Ben Johnson specifically targeted to be an unmatchable mismatch tool in the middle of the field. And now, Luther Burden, the alignment neutral slot weapon who can take the top off a defense, work between the numbers, and do it at historically efficient levels. The moment a defense tries to account for all four of those players at once, somebody is getting a clean release. Every single play. And this year, for the first time, Caleb Williams gets to make that throw, the one where you look around the field and say, somebody is always open. Luther Burden is the wild card that makes all four weapons dangerous at the same time, and that is a different kind of problem. So, here's where Posty lands. 3 reasons. Route efficiency that is already historically elite before he even hits his prime years. A deployment blueprint lifted straight from what Justin Jefferson did in Minnesota, except now it's in Ben Johnson's hands in Chicago. A weapons ecosystem that is finally complete enough to make Caleb Williams a genuine nightmare for any defense in the league. Luther Burden ain't just a promising piece. He is the piece that makes all the other pieces dangerous. And when Ben Johnson himself has already said the word wide receiver 1 out loud, that ain't hype. That's a promise being made in public. I said it, I mean it, now put that in the mail. If you rock with this video, drop a like. It helps the channel grow and gets more Bears fans into the Postal gang where they belong. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with a Bears fan who needs to know what's coming this season. And tell me in the comments, what's your Luther Burden prediction for this year? Yards, touchdowns, wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2 in this room by week 1. Drop it below. The Postman always checks the mailbox. Until next time, until next delivery, I am Postman 1914. Bear down, and we gone.